Hello everyone in Cyber World, welcome back to yet another video. I'm Richard, also known as Poorman.
And I'm Jennifer, also known as Mrs. Poorman. Today's video is garage shelving.
So today's video, we're going to show you how we put up garage shelves. We did this very inexpensively. Went to our favorite toy store, Home Depot, purchased some 2x4s. Didn't do a lot of sanding or anything. It was just for basic shelves. So let's take a look at what we did.
Remember, if you like this video, please like, comment, or subscribe.
And cue music. As mentioned, we went to our toy store and picked up some 2x4s.
Yes, we fit 10 2x4s in our little car.
Then we cut the wood. And yes, that's smoke, so I replaced the blade later.
Okay, change of plan. We're going to do some painting, so we set up our paint tent.
Then painted. Well, as you've seen, we decided to take a little bit of a different approach yet again. Originally, I was going to put up the shelves based on simple 2x4s as is, but thought, that's a little boring. We spent some time on this wall, we might as well try and match it, so we painted them. And there's a few extra touches that you'll see as we start assembling this. So we're now going to go ahead and install this on the wall. The first thing that I've done here is I found the studs and marked them with frog tape. I used pencil and I end up having to erase it and it doesn't come off clear and I have to paint it. So for me, frog tape is the best way to mark where the studs are at, and I can peel it off and without leaving any kind of marks after that. So I want to give credit first of all to Anna White. Her video was the one that gave me the idea. I built shelves like this in the previous home, but I used a different method. I put a lot of the weight on the wood itself, but it took a little bit of extra time. And for what we're going to be using in the garage, I think this one here is simple. This Anna White's video is brilliant. I'll be sure to credit her in the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and do that, but I'm going to do just a minor different step that I can't remember if she put in there or not, and I'll explain that here in a minute. All right, to explain the difference that I'm going to do from Anna's, as I said, it's only a minor change. From the wall to further out of 20 inches that I'm going to use, there's a very slight decline, as it should be in a garage. And based on that, I'm going to take advantage of that and make some adjustments to how I put up the shelves so that it becomes level for us when it's finished. So let's take a look at how we're going to install this.
Mr. Poorman marked where the support beams will be installed, then secured it to the wall.
I marked the next board where the studs will be located, then secured it to the wall. I realized I placed the second board below the mark I made and it should have been above the line. So I removed the board, cried for a while, and patched the wall and went back to work. So we got the first braces up on the wall, and here's where the genius of Miss White's plan comes into play. I'll explain it as we go along. So we're going to temporarily screw the second board on top of this one, and it's temporary, and we'll show you why. The main difference that I'm going to do here is the second board I'm going to lift 1/4 of an inch, and I'll explain that based on the slope that I talked about when we first started building. And now for the genius part of this build. We're going to put up the posts and screw them onto the second bar that we already installed here. We'll attach it to that. We'll unscrew these, and when we pull this off, we'll have something that is perfectly balanced with the other one, and it'll also accommodate the slope of the garage itself. And it should be level once we put the shelves in.
We removed the temporary screws and removed the front frame. We used pocket holes to connect the side supports to the back. Now we brought back the front frame and attached it to the side supports.
My OCD forced me to hide the screw holes. We disassembled some previous projects and used the wood for shelves.
We cut them down to size, then quickly sanded and painted them.
Next, we mounted the shelves in place and touched up the paint where it was needed. Then we worked in tandem. I pre-drilled and Mrs. Poorman secured the shelves in place using screws.
In order to protect the shelf surface, we added a little sheet of plastic and stapled them in place. Almost finished.
After loading up the shelves, we are done.
We hope you liked this video. Next week we're going to show you how to make an inexpensive workbench.
So until then, bye-bye.